welcome to the finals of the Cobx Masters 2018 in Jaipur. Exotic Nexus, they get a free win because the opponents didn't show up. Reckoning Infinity, they've had a pretty easy opponent yesterday. But now the tables have turned, you could say. There's totally different cards on it. Because both of these teams have some high-ranking players. I believe Exotic Nexus even has one Immortal in their lineup. So this should be a good one. My name is Dragonjob. I'm joined by Potom. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good today. Not as hot as usual. Well, nothing compared to India, I guess. But hey, we're not used to the weather, okay?
I don't know about weather. Like my blinds are closed, so I have no idea if it's day or night outside.
Your basement doesn't have windows. Oh, we're on opposing sides. Oh no.
Oh god.
Fight me.
Alright, Bottom, it's been nice knowing you. But,
Alright, yeah, this is the end of our friendship. Yeah. Right there. Friendship ended.
Shakira on one side and Ron
it sure will suck that you lose miserably. Oh no! What do I do now? Alright, I am very conflicted.
Well, I only have one favorite hero, so my loyalties can't be split like that.
This has turned into who do I support now?
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, so Dark Willow, something that they run yesterday as well. And they've been quite successful with it in the offline.
Radiant team.
But again, those were up against the team that's was composed of legends, maybe one or two ancients there. So the line didn't know how to stun. That's all I'm gonna say to that.
I mean,
so yeah. The question comes like, can you do that up against a team that knows what it's doing? Like Slaughter, already a good answer to this. Just having a AoE stun to work with. Extra minus armor for when the Dark Willow is not in the Shadow Realm, just to click it down with 2 hits, especially in combination with the Mirana. Like, this is a very solid opener in my eyes.
I think it is, yeah. Like, just 2 heroes in general out make the Willow's life a little bit more complicated, it is. Not quite sure if they want to run the Willow in the offlane position here, because it doesn't look as promising, and they know who they're up against. I think they smelled it a little bit yesterday. They can get away with an offlane Willow. I don't think it's going to be the case this time.
No.
This gotta be like position 4 with Dark Willow, where you have an okay setup stun or follow up stun, that is, with the Ice Path. Even though I'm not a big fan of it, but they get something to work with. If they get like a carry, like hey, let's say a Life Stealer or someone that slows people down, or someone that interrupts the Mirana if this is offlane Mirana, they have a lot of powerful stuns to work with.
Yeah. You're also going to be mindful about what Exotic Nexus is going to pick. I mean, they've played a lot of games in Faceit Leagues and whatever, across 2 separate team names on Dota buffs, so it's a little bit confusing. They just remade it like a couple of days ago. But from what I can tell, they're no strangers to heroes like Monkey King, Templar Assassin, and those are heroes that certainly should throw up a flag when you only have the Slaughter on the field with the Corrosive Haze. They can make these heroes even more potent than they are normally.
Radiant team pick.
So it is the Sand King. Okay, it is potentially the core Willow. I would imagine they run Dark Willow Sand King on the duo offlane. That just makes sense to me.
Yeah.
The Sand King takes you from line, and then you have the Dark Willow.
Oh yeah.
I really like this draft so far. We have 5 exciting heroes and no DK, so.
Not yet.
Not yet, yeah. DK wouldn't be a good pick though, because reckoning they have a lot of magic damage already to work with, and Exotic Nexus, yeah, even them, they have armor reduction Mirana, so it's not a good pick for either side.
Yeah.
Dire team pick.
Well, for now there's Bane saying
makes
hello.
sense.
So a classic combo Bane Mirana, or even Bane Slaughter. Like this, so many things that a Nightmare can set up for.
Yeah, and I gotta say, the Bane is really good considering the picks we see from Reckoning. Because Sand King, Dark Willow, Jakira, it is so unlikely there's going to be someone like a Disruptor now in the field. Like, you can't pull that off. Like, they would make it basically full support heroes, and you have to run a single core, or one of them in mid, meaning Bane doesn't run into problems like a Glimpse cancelling out his ultimate and whatnot.
Yep.
So he's gonna have very easy ones.
Yeah, I mean, Sand King can still kind of walk up to him. Jakiro with long range Ice Path is always a potential for that, but it's normally something that you can play around.
So, 4th pick for Reckoning. What are we looking for? We're looking for some physical damage, I would argue. Someone that can build either Lincoln Sphere or makes Bane's life miserable. I would say this looks... Or actually a Troll. Troll and Bloodseeker are on the field. I would like the Blood. You up against the Mirana, you have Silence for the Bane. Not too bad against the Slaughter. Gotta watch out a little bit, but I think they have enough stun control to keep him locked up in the fight.
Yeah.
It just makes sense against Mirana. It's just such a good pick.
It would probably be the best one available, like because all of these other classic heroes that you'd think about, like a Lifestealer together with the Sand King, it's a little bit more awkward just because of the Bane on the field.
And it's banned out by them, actually.
That as well.
Morphling would be another one they can go for. Morphling would fit. Not the best morph targets yet. It's quite nice to have the Slaughter Stun and Sprint, however.
Or the Mirana leap's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Mirana leaps away, you turn into Mirana, you just leap right after her. But it's the Troll Warlord, so a bit of a man fighter instead. Not sure about this one, to be quite honest, though, because again, minus armor, he's the hero that is susceptible to that. Range from Mirana, like so much kiting and minus damage from the Bane as well.
10 seconds remaining.
Don't really see him be.
I see big lockdown already. Like it crossed my mind a little bit earlier, but then you see I pick a Troll against Mirana who can leap away and deals magic damage to me. There's a Slaughter reducing my armor that I desperately need and beats me up in a bash fight 1-on-1. And then you have the Bane that can control and reduce your damage until he hit at level 20 and get bonus damage. So not quite sure about the Troll. They do have a lot of stun lockdown. Like everyone in their lineup has a stun right. Actually, everybody in this game has a stun right now.
Yep. Well, it's something that they'll have to rely on to just enable a Troll Warlord. And if they can do that, then yeah, he's a great hero because he can chop people down. If he gets the farm, then he can also transition into like Roshan fairly easily. And also help you bring down towers just with the attack speed and the damage that brings to the table in that regard. But I feel like also fulfill a similar role. But hey.
I feel like a Lion might be worth it for Exotic Nexus. Just run the do support, put the Slaughter in the core role, run around safe lane. Need to provide some lockdown. Lina would be another pick they want to snack up. They could snack up right now before taking away or banned out. It'd be pretty good. AoE stun against these heroes is really nice. Come on! Stop!
Told you, not yet a Dragon Knight.
It's not even that good. Dark Villager Hero and Sun King, it's just so much magic damage, and they haven't even banned out stuff like the Death Prophet. Like, they have one ban left, and there's effectively 2-3 DK counters for the mid lane left.
10
They could run OD, right? I mean, they have a Troll, but OD, does it make it viable?
No.
I think a little bit. It has a slim chance.
I think you don't really want to run OD if you can not reliably use the imprisonment defensively.
Yeah.
Up against Slaughter, Mirana, or Dragon Knight, you can just walk up and stun you after the fact. It doesn't feel good.
Profit ban. Right, NP is banned. Oh, this gotta be the DP ban on Exotic Nexus. They gotta get rid of it.
No. Better DP, or if you want to go crazy, you can just go Sniper. Try and stay away from Slaughter, Mirana. It's
risky move, but with Troll I can see that work.
10 seconds remaining.
It would be quite a throwback, right? Troll Sniper. Beyond
5
that, I mean,
seconds remaining.
Templar Assassin.
Risky move. Can't see it work, but if they have a lot of lockdown, so they can go for risky heroes. Yeah. I would like to see the Klingsk, actually. There is a reveal on the field, of course, but he has naturally high base armor, and he offers so much magic damage. Other heroes that would come to mind is the Ember Spirit, still on the field. Not too bad against Exotic Nexus. Can build into Lincoln Sphere, which will help against the Bane.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't look like a Storm game to me, but... As a DP ban. And then most likely should be the 5th pick support again. Maybe the last pick Crystal Maiden would make sense. They're all pretty mana dependent here.
Oh yeah. I like seeing Crystal Maiden come back as a meta.
Yeah,
It's,
one of my favorite heroes.
yeah.
But
Especially-
I'm
it's-
already
it's-
okay. There's so many favorite heroes here.
Oh yeah.
And Dragon Knight.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, I mean, CM just feels so good
5
to have you in the
seconds
team.
remaining.
Yeah.
It's also really powerful now with the extra buffs. So you see that Max Crystal Nova more and more often these days, skipping out that early point on Frostbite that you used to be seeing just to farm out the jungle, which has been nerfed to the ground. And with the jungle nerfs, you also saw the Crystal Maiden go away, but now she's back with the buffs to her other spells, so she's a viable lane support. Now the Doom coming out.
This is smart. So they picked the Doom to put him either in the offlane or position forward, and it also prevents the Storm Spirit from coming out. So they no longer have to worry about the Storm just catching at the Dragon Knight and having an absolute free game. So
10 seconds.
I like the Doom pick on the 5th. Tinker.
You may now select your heroes.
Okay, there's not much catch for him. There's some. But it's all pretty unreliable. Like, Slardar needs to find a Blink Dagger stun, need to hit the arrow. You have Dragon Knight blind jumping you. Doom has to actually find you. So if you stay in the trees, you should be fine. There's not like a Beastmaster just cleaning the field or making sure he can pick you off all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the main thing. Like, once he gets his Blink Dagger alongside the Boots of Travel, he's always got to go into a random spot. And unless you have some Tinker Wards up and running to catch him off guard right then and there, it's going to be very hard to actually finish him off then. So ideally what you do is put on pressure on him early and try and kill him off a couple of times before he even gets the Boots of Travel. That would also require some deep wards into the jungle.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, Reckoning Infinity, they have a pretty decent lineup to protect him as well and rotate in, like Sand King, Dark Willow. All of this control that you can throw out is going to come in very handy.
Yeah. Like, it's a game of control. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like 4 to 8 BKBs in this game. Just everybody and their mom going BKB.
Oh yeah.
Because you can like maybe a little bit more on Exotic Nexus because there's actually not much that pierces through beside the Troll Warlord Bash, but Reckoning they gotta deal with the Slardar, Carissa Face and the Bash which gets through. They have the Bane in the field as well. And the Doom of course. So. Lots of protective items needed.
So he's a bit alone in what he brings to the table, but again, if they enable him and make sure that he can actually be the damage dealer or demand fighter that he needs to be, then it should still be fine. Certainly decent against Dragon Knight, just bashing him to death. He can't really run away too quickly. Might not be the same for the Mirana or the Slardar though, or even the Doom. All of them can be pretty speedy, so
yeah.
Worst comes to
I
worst,
feel
just
like-
run away from the troll.
I feel like the DK will just get thrown in the front. Like you take the bashes, we kill the rest, and then they deal with Troll at the end. So this is most likely what it's going to be like in an ideal farm scenario. With like, our job is all about speculation most of the time and making some calls and calling people out for misplays that we would fuck up as well.
30
But
seconds to battle.
yeah, in an ideal scenario, the Dragon Knight stays on the front line and everybody else is hitting Troll.
We shall see how it goes. Some trial shaping up for the time being.
Yeah. Try
I'm thinking
Mirana Slardar. Interesting.
They're gonna go
Yeah.
take each other's bounty runs, as you would expect.
Yeah, they saw the rotation with the ward bottom,
The
so no
battle
surprise he backed off on the
begins.
Sand King.
It is still the same play on the Dark Willow. I don't know, I think Doom... you certainly can't stand against the Willow alone. Let alone the Willow and the Jakiro.
Yeah. I don't know, like, Doom will not have the easiest time here. There's so much around he faces, and support's already set up on both flanks, just waiting for him. Well, he's getting them out.
Pretty smart. It's a Cursed Crown level 1. Move forward, there we go. Throwing it out, action slows. It's gonna be a lot of harassment damage up against 0 armor Doom, but at least got a lot of health points to work with. And
Yeah,
plenty
but
of
it's
tankers in the south, so...
It is worth at least 3 tankers, so like there's those 500 health he was missing. He's fairly bulky on the health. Other heroes would have died.
Same thing quite happened on bottom. Kark already making rotation after the initial bit of harass, and Doom looking for a creep, finds the armor one, not the worst. Not the best either. Vara is actually blocking up this other camp with the sentry. Interesting. But fight down bottom, nice. He's actually dropping super low, finds a burst strike across, curse strike on Jinx. But there's a leap available from Holly, another one. He really wants to get this kill. One more leap, there we go. Burst strike only at 5, but last strike is just enough to finish up the first blood.
It was ours.
Well, thanks Ice Rock, I guess. But now he can't leave for a little while. Or
Yeah, the level
20
1
times.
level 1 cooldown is actually awesome.
It's gonna be a bit careful. Just dive in the tower. I mean, they've got plenty of creeps to tank it up. Now moving past that, Curse Crown. Follow up with a burst drop, but instead they choose to put an extra harassment towards Mirana. Let's leave Kark to deal with Jinx, but he's pretty high armor himself. Not a whole lot that he can do by himself here on the poor Dark Willow, so I'll get some extra help. Stealing out, stun. Is he coming in? Oh!
Ooh. Man, he calculated that perfectly. I was sure it was going to stun him. Stun him right after ATP. It was less than 0.1 second.
Invisibility.
Well, I mean that's buff that Dark Willow needs, and if it comes to your idea of buffs and balance, put Curse Ground to 2.9 seconds or something. You can cancel TPs.
Wow. That would be pretty broken, I admit.
Alright. If you think it's broken, then it must be truly the case. Kappa.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Willow in this room, trying to snipe a courier, but tougher than luck. Making a rotation to top. Want to get behind to Doom. Doom still has himself to work with, and he picked up the Scorch Turf. The hero already working on forcing at least one of that out there.
Super low already though. Scorch at level 1 isn't really all that effective, especially if you're being baited more like this. Should be a dead Doom. Yes, the Willow comes in.
Great bait, mate.
I suppose murder's not an honest
Have the
thing.
walls on the high ground.
Alright. Leaves us with mid, and this lane pretty much untouched by anyone else, so it's just a 1v1. I really think that a Tinker would be doing quite well against melee heroes with the laser, but Dragon Knight turning things right around with the Breathe Fire, and Tinker you can either laser the hero or you laser for last hits, but you can't do both. He's running slightly behind, but nothing really too crazy. You should still have a decent timing on his items.
And lasering the Tinker is like, the Dragon Knight is like, I guess he doesn't really care. Just like everything with Dragon Knight attached.
I'm
more worried about you.
That's useful.
I'm a little bit more worried about the offlane because Willow constantly has to rotate around. Nice dodge on the arrow, didn't realize actually the sleep was taken. Can return now.
Turn around here, the Crush can come in from the back, so Ice is actually in a lot of trouble here. He's done out of that invis and he will die.
Freebie.
Let your guard down.
Really good farm on the Mirana, sitting on 21 last hits compared to the 20 yet on the Troll, but Troll has... He's getting the Bloodseeker treatment here. 21 denies. That's a bunch of more experience. That's an entire level.
Not quite perfect, yes, but close enough.
He's getting there. Jakira took one, so it's obviously Jakira's fault.
You understand that, right?
Unless it wasn't a little creep or something.
Even then, it's Jakira's fault.
I think
it's never the carry. The carry's always right, remember that.
That's the way it goes, isn't it? Jet going for one thing that he can do, just taking the creeps around on Jolly Ride through the jungle, and not a whole lot that Jakira can do about it, except just harass him out.
Yeah, he forces the Scorch
Bound
Turf.
to ruin him, but he's going to the other side. Abada gonna try and do the same thing. There's this stomp available from Jet. Get that time, he can, and secures the extra bounty. Might give his life ward though, but Jinx already making the rotation in. Finds a crush onto the troll, but not prevent Jet from dying before he can reach the bounty. Just slow, missing. Full Warlord, they continue to fight. He's dashing, he's blinding them with the axes, and now TP in as Doom returns. Sleep to make sure Jakiro can continue himself. The stomp off the mark, but Brain Step and right clicks from Bane will be enough. So Abada without any extra spells.
Little
Actually
bit
gets the
greedy.
extra kill on Slava, yeah.
just a little bit chasing to the shrine when you see the TP coming in. You know, sometimes you just have to make those plays. You get a little bit of a tunnel vision. Not the cleanest initiation. Going on Jet again.
Also, maybe a little bit of space elsewhere on the map.
Oh, he did not actually. Did he miss the? I think he missed the range access.
Possibly, yeah. Missed them earlier in that engagement. Not that it makes too much of a
It's 9
difference
seconds.
if everyone. It doesn't do a lot of damage. Just a flat 75, but it looks a bit just about as slow. And if you're standing around anyway, then slow doesn't really matter.
Well, it does matter against the Doom, but well, should not have been equal anyways. Lane Tread's almost finished up on Mirana. Something is really gonna start having trouble here, but he has the Willow coming in.
A lot of damage here, stun coming in. There's still 2 more leap charges. Can't leap when you're stunned. It's gonna be enough though. Another burst strike only 1 second, but double crush. They want to fight this, and they get 1, they get 2.
Oh,
Jinx.
they saw this ladder.
I'm not respecting him. He's just always there in right place, right time.
Yeah, he didn't even get forced to use leap charges. There's like 1 leap charge to initially get away and then double kill in return. It's like, what more can you ask for?
Like for Doom, still in level 1 scorch herb, it's not nearly enough. 2 slows, easy kill. Especially with Facebook turn troll warlord, so he can catch up very quickly.
Something's very fishy in the mid lane.
Moon. Better run, my friend. Better run. It's too late. Oh, the Carcass there, trying to go, but now it's double crush. Moon will still die. Arc. Probably next on the list. I mean, he shadow roams up, but they're keeping track of him. And right clicks, another crush. He will also die. This time,
Yeah,
Pegasus
he's done
wasn't
stuff.
doing that
Is
good.
under attack.
Doom dies again.
Okay.
Behind his T1.
His T1.
T1 is there, but... Oh, Ice Cosmos. No more leap.
Okay, no more leaps, and everything's around with the blind, with the slows.
Dire's middle tower.
This
Yeah, I
time
think he
it's
just
around.
realized he doesn't have leaps anymore.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's always unfortunate. Like, we see even some players maxing out to leap over the Starstorm. He actually did go for the 2 loops before he has 3 points of Starstorm on level 5. So, it's a little bit interesting. I think it definitely benefits to have that replenish time down to 30 seconds. Maxing out the leap. It's not only attack speed and the recharge time, it's also the movement speed bonus you get. Like, you get so much ability in the weapon, you can basically spam it out whenever you want to with an Archdart.
Yeah.
That's the more carry focused build.
Radiant's top
powerful.
tower has fallen.
Certainly gonna max it out. Max both these spells out before the second arrow, but
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
not quite there just yet with the levels.
I
Okay, at the end of the day, if you look at the net worth, Troll Warlock and a couple of extra kills on a Doom, and a lot of CS, he is sitting at 4.6. Especially with the death on the Mirana. Falling a little bit behind, but it's her as well as the Dragon Knight at a similar level of farm.
Dire's middle tower
Just behind
is
the
under
Troll and
attack.
ahead of the Tinker, who is just a little bit away from Boots of Shadow.
Tinker, I think what Reckoning needed is that the Tinker completely gets the best start possible. Not looking too good for him. I mean, he's doing fine, but oh yeah,
Instead,
should be.
like the arrow, leap, starfall, right clicks.
Bang gets to
combo. That's why it's so powerful. So is the Sand King actually not having a good time a problem? I mean, he's not going to have Blink
Dire's
Dagger for a
bottom
long
tower
time.
is under attack.
Yeah, it's a little bit unorthodox that he has like absolutely nothing at this point. Might even compensate to go send him into the jungle or whatnot, but I think they're going to be fine. They have a really strong timing once the Tinker comes online, so maybe that's just their refocus. And they know the Doom has equally bad farm. He's not even level, no, he is level 5, but he is a good level and a half behind due to dying so much on the offlane. He's 0-4 just like the Sand King, so both offlanes pretty much get nothing here. They got decent heroes to cover up later.
Nightmare, arrow, leap, starfall, right clicks. We've seen this dance before, but this time there's a bit of a turnaround, but can't quite catch her. Now guess what? Jinx is also a Fiendstripper with
Pay for what you've done.
And Dark Willow's level 3.
Level 3 Dark Willows with Fiendstripper
Yeah.
still.
That's really bad to be so far behind on the Will. I believe they did give the tomb to the Jakiro, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he just hit level 6 and he did not really take that much experience. So it makes sense to me, but yeah, like Dark Will level 3, everybody else is at least level 5, and even Slara and Doom somewhat getting close to at 6. He's gonna die here, maybe.
Well, the rotation is here Slaughter with level 1 sprint, but also the Tranquil Boots. Almost catching up to the Troll Warlord with the Tranquils. With the face boots. Right.
DK doing some light chip damage on the tower.
Middle tower is under attack.
Don't really have the pushing power yet. They need at least the Maelstrom up on the Marauder. Has the Javelin completed, 1000 gold to the full for the full item. Kieran's gonna get scouted out. Yeah. Oh, he didn't even put the ward down. Big mistake. That's an instant D-ward.
Seems like someone in there with a sentry. One has one right now, but yeah, it's not really ideal. Plop down a ward and then gets taken. It gets taken care of immediately. Won't really get any use out of it. Yeah, another burst strike, a little bit of extra damage here towards Morana. Ice still holding on in his bottom lane.
It's gonna be a while. He's gonna hit like maybe level 15, 16, unless they get some really big kills here. And Mirana would help, but even then, they would share the experience with a lot of people.
Well, but they are at least making some moves here, creating space for the Tinker, who now has to travel up and running. I think they get queued up next, as you would expect, so... Collie, I gotta be very, very careful. What's the
Radiant's
initiation
middle tower
like, though?
is
I mean,
under attack.
if it goes close to the wave, then it's a sanking. But still not the easiest kill. Which is why they're rotating somewhere else towards the mid lane, which is also not really under threat. They're reading the map quite well, especially since they're also on a hunt of their own, looking for the Stinker. And Fiend's grab a couple of right clicks, should be a dead hero. TPs are coming in towards the towers. Maybe too late. Oh, is it? Oh, they're both TPing out. Both of them will be cancelled as they're turning to fight. There's the roots, there's the extra stun, catching 2 with the Ice Path. Less damage. Here comes in with the Magnifier, just doing the Wicked, but now he gets stunned up. Dragon Friend here, now doomed up on a Troll Wall and still already right-clicking away. Gets a kill on Jet, can't continue by himself though, with that effect on him. Oh, both of these effects, Corrosive Pace also being applied. 2-for-1 trade thus far, and 3-for-1 iced. Well done, very easily indeed, and maybe Slaughter stunned up. Defensive Nightmare not available for 5 seconds, but Willow already used Shadow Realm once.
Yeah, this was an absolute great trade, and they should be able to get the tower out of this one. As Kark gets it, nice from the Willow.
Oh god!
And oh,
what?
Not like this. Not like this.
I mean, get the tower denied, they get the Slaughter stun, but that's a lot of damage towards the Troll Waller. Close pace, he needs to right-click something and should be able to catch up the Bane. We'll use the Brain Stab, we'll try to go for the Nightmare, but gets bashed up at just the right time. Troll Warlord was killing off himself there just as much as he killed the Slaughter. Able to turn us around to arrow point blank on the Dark Willow though, without vision even.
Start plotting.
What?
Easy.
Have revenge taken.
Yeah, that's one of the most common arrows you throw when you approach a tower, because this is basically an area in this little box from the secret shop, stretching to the tower towards the bottom of the river. You can't dodge an arrow. Like, you can't turn around, you can't go to the side. So if somebody's walking there when you approach a tower, which is likely, then you just get a free kill every time. That just, at least I throw it every time, and I feel like he's doing the same with Collie. Really good arrow, gives you a free kill. Does leave the tower in deny range. If Ice actually sees this. So they might want to deny this off, but Slaughter for now. Oh,
Not again! Come on!
It's the same area. It's so easy to hit those arrows there.
It's hard to see it coming. I mean, it's the biggest issue. From that angle, like, especially at nighttime, like this.
And nighttime you're helpless.
Yeah, that arrow was just as good of anti-rune, so it makes a lot of sense why you would throw it there. There's no reason to call in vac police. Just yet, anyway.
No vacation. We're not Counter-Strike. Oh, that's easy here.
There's still Tinker though, he's gonna be able to spam down these ways, so they can't really get anything more out of this, apart from tower and all this. Roshan's taken care of. In the meantime, he finds a region rune outside of the pit. Maybe back up to full health for mana. This mid tower also. I think quite a bit of damage. Here got rid of the extra creep wave. The catapult still hitting away, but don't quite want to commit on it just yet. All they want to do is just create pressure on these lanes to make sure that Tinker can get away once they found at the jungle. It's basically their game plan, and they have a troll warlord that allows them to do that. I mean, he's very strong right now.
3k gold lead on Nexus there. Rana, Maelstrom completed. Same applies to the Dragon Knight. So they have 2 already. I like this because you're gonna miss attacks on the troll, but you can hit other people. You do so much damage across the fight. And with all this lockdown they have, they should have an easy time getting a lot of hits out.
Alright. Bottom. Even Senkin getting close to his own blink dagger now. 79 gold. Still looking for Mirana. Together with the trolls might be enough damage if they could just get close. But that is a big if. Some pack loss coming out. So I'm just gonna hold on for a little bit to see that stabilize.
Yeah. Not too many big issues here, so pretty grateful for that. We had worse. We had worse.
Oh yeah. Alright. Tier 1 mid super low. Do you think they'll be looking for this tier 1 bottom? They don't get to go?
Yeah, I think this is more of like the troll just making pressure and trying. He's still trying to find people, but I think there's nobody left. They use the fortify, they buy some time. They're probably gonna just trade out towers bottom for top.
Yeah. Well, the oldest trades in the book right there.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Four is
is under
there on
attack.
either side. Tinker does with the blink dagger now, so he's
Dire's top
TPing
tower
top.
is
Not
under
sure about
attack.
this one. And yeah, he cancelled it. Why is he
Radiant's
so?
bottom
Going mid
tower
instead.
is falling.
Creep's being killed. Oh man.
Dire's
I
structures
think they
are
push much
fortified.
faster apparently.
Then-
Even with DK, this is really good.
Dire's top
Jakiro
tower is under attack.
with liquid
Radiant
fire and
structures are
also Troll
fortified.
Warlord, who is very, very fast.
Dire's top tower is
Once he gets
are
going.
scanning. Radiant's
Good.
bottom
Now
tower
Tinker got himself
is
in a
under
nice
attack.
little position. But the arrow! Oh my god!
Oh, he had some sweaty palms down the Tinker, that's for sure. Oh, that would have been the arrow of the game.
Tower is under attack.
They actually get rid of the attack creeper. There's still a catapult way of sieging in. But they've all lost their own tier 2. They should still be traded though.
Should be,
How
yeah.
much?
Look at that. Like, Troll says, we're gonna backdoor some creeps here, we're gonna backdoor the team 1 mid.
Yeah.
That's
Gonna
enough
make it
backdoor
a
protection.
3 for
Dire's top
2 tower trade. I don't think it's someone saying this, but there's no glyph. There's a couple of TPs coming in. They can see this soon. A nightmare. Macropie though, look at that. He's coming in. The Doom stunned up in the middle of that. He's still super low, healed up. By Scorched Earth actually survives long enough to get the Doom out on any sort of target that he possibly can. Aegis has been used. His Golok being stunned up, and now Moon. Also super low. Throwing in some rockets. Left, right, and center. Collie is super, super low. Rocket is not enough to kill him. I don't think so. Not quite. Not with how points he has left. There's Bash coming in. Moon almost dies, but not quite. Avada survives the Doom. Gets up another couple of spells. And as a result, it's a 4-for-1 trade with the Aegis. Still lose the
4
tower.
for 1, yeah.
It's a perfect fight for Reckoning Infinity.
They lost the Dark Ruler, that's it. And Jakiro had to run back because for some reason he was doomed. But yeah, they TP'd into Macropire with basically no HP whatsoever. That cost them dearly. That was entirely just vanishing.
It's a miracle he survived for as long as he did. It was just Scorched Earth with the Unholy Aura and the Vanguard. So much health regen coming out that he actually survived at level 1 Macropire for the longest time, but
Yeah.
he's still put enough pressure on him that he just doomed whoever he could reach, rather than actually dooming someone that's worthwhile. I mean, Jakiro just tanked it up, no follow-up whatsoever to bring him down, and after the Doom was done, he was crucial in making sure that Tinker survives with another Ice Path, as Dragon Knight desperately tried to finish him off.
And the level 1 Doom isn't that much damage, so Jakiro just turns around, runs away, pulls the Dragon Knight, you could say, but even now, like, Mirana leaped into the fight, then had to immediately leap out because he realized, oh wait, I have 200 HP, there's a Tinker next to me. didn't actually get any damage whatsoever with the Maelstrom. It was really close at the end. If they just had that additionally, like 2-3 additionals, 1-2 procs on the Maelstrom, they might have turned this to an even trade, but now it was just a disaster. And 6k gold swing over the course of like 1.5 minutes.
They also get all the bounty runes.
Yeah.
We'll do him again.
That Doom is it.
Is it? I mean, it's 65 health region.
Well, they have a
But he
troll.
also is laser, they also have a troll, he's backing up.
Troll's getting leveled. He did take the agility on level 10. He did take the max fervor stacks, which is really nice to have, and he's closing in on level 20. And we both know, like, level 20 is where Troll just gets really, really powerful. 50 extra damage, that's a milestone. That's basically a relic he gets for free. I would say one of the best scaling talents in the game.
There's a Blink Dagger on Slaughter now. A little bit later than the one on Sand King. Right now, this is where the Tinker comes in. Like, the longer the game goes, the stronger the Tinker becomes. And if he's allowed to operate in the back of these fights like he has been in that last one, he's just gonna throw in spell after spell with the Axe now on the way. Or he has the Ether Lens for extra range. Like, this is gonna be all the damage that they need until the peak is coming up, which, well, to be fair, Murana's getting close. But
fairly.
Drag Knight's not quite there yet whatsoever.
Yeah, they really does. Like, maybe Drag Knight can get away if he goes for the halberd instead.
That Shadow almost fired, trying to break out. You smell that coming here. Cog might still be caught here with a blink forwards. Russian actually.
Oh, miss.
And it's open. And it's safe. Now the slow, the blink burst strike. Murana's just straight up dead. Now looking for more the stun onto Slaughter. And guess what? Laser, couple extra right clicks. It was chasing them down instead. This was supposed to be a gank. Now the gankers become the gankies.
Radiant's top tower is under
Superb extended. They knew they backed off and they saw all of this. And then commit on a Dark Willow that is super underfarmed, underleveled. That was not the play by Slaughter. And Mirana in the front line is never a good idea. I can tell you from experience. DK top. Pretty low.
Tinker. Just after that
Radiant's
team
middle
fight,
tower is under
immediately
attack.
pressure out these other waves. Mid lane's also at the tier 2 with the DD on Troll.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Lift forced out.
Radiant's
Still
middle
have it
tower
for quite
Necessarily
some
needs
time.
to go high ground here. There's a blink stun, just trying to keep it away, but let's go for range. I think she could bring it to the tower. I mean, everyone's back alive, so no reason to just give anything back over.
Cow can retreat as well. But
Radiant's top
Slaughter
tower
can't
is
reach him.
under
After that last jump on Slaughter, I wouldn't trust him to do another one here. That is not the cleanest idea.
Certainly not the idea of a dream blink reveal, I guess. Do you want to try again? Yeah, let's smoke up. There's 4. Collie not quite in range for it. So you'll have to bait.
Yeah. So no water rounds, so.
They realize though, like, they need to make a play like this. They need to find something. They want to get
Not,
into this
oh,
game
that's the
and-
worst target.
Just tank the gank, but I want to fight this. Oh, do they?
Hold on.
No, TP cancel it, so never mind.
Yeah. That was the troll saying, nah, screw that, I'm hitting Taurus. See you later.
I mean, yeah, they're
Radiant's
pressuring
top
mid, but
tower
look at these
is
other
under
lanes. Top
attack.
tier 2 has to be responding
DK.
to. Bottom lane is about to reach the high ground. It's just the nature of playing up against a Tinker. Like, if you make these long movements, sure, you might get a kill. If Jakiro, well, it's bad luck to run into him rather than anything else, but you never get anything beyond that without losing your own objective. All these lanes are getting pushed out. As,
With me.
well,
God, I hate that little runt.
Bane Slaughter, dead Jet TPing out inside the trees.
No bow strike. Gets out in the end, but still 2-for-1 trade with the feed screw on the Dark Willow. There's another 300 gold lost, 7k gold lead now. And you practically did 0 damage on the tower.
Reasonably quick Roshan respawns as well.
If they
Not
catch
dead
it,
just
that
yet,
is,
so they'll be able to finish up the tier 2. Then move back into it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
Easily
has
dispatched and
fallen.
nipping it out. I'm hoping. Dragon Knight is in the back there. Not sure if he's been scouted out, that his ward walking into it. I mean, for now, he's certainly gonna be on the way back as he goes to pick up his own bounty rune. Except he isn't doing that, he's just farming.
All out for DK.
Figure it out now, Jakiro got a level. They should know that something's up, certainly now with these big things starting.
Wasted the blink.
Oh, DK. Dragon form, this is... Not sure about this one, Pegasus.
Absolute panic and Troll's on the loose.
Crush, they have a troll doomed up. Nice little burst strike in the back. Mirana, super low, pops the BKB. Another couple of right clicks are needed, but Troll also needs a shrine. So far, so good, keeping himself alive. Kark finds the Bane in the back. Nice little ultimate on the high ground to make sure the team can follow up, and Troll is still alive. He's farming some creeps to get some lifesteal back as Doom. Keeping away, burst strike is there to cancel it though, as well as the ice buff and everything else. Still healing, not for too much longer. And once again, another disastrous team fight. Where they don't get anything.
Diffused. Yeah, Troll was completely diffused in the team fight. Didn't do any damage whatsoever and they still completely lose it. Oh, that's... Fighting after that DK stuff happened.
4,757 damage that day.
Only.
Everyone else at about 1,000 or so. Now it's going to Roche, Aegis and Cheese. There's. Gotta say, Bottom, it's not looking good.
Not looking good at all whatsoever.
Exotic Nexus.
Invisibility.
In this Troll, he's about to level 20 as well, so another big burst coming in from him. He might want to invest into a Lincoln Sphere next. Doesn't have to farm quite yet, just picked up the BKB.
Oh. Oh god, what is this? Maybe solo kill?
Easily there.
We'll find out. Oh yeah, it's still solo kill. Come on.
He would have gotten him tried him.
Tinker says, no, I'm helping. Can't stop me. Yeah, Pegasus, I don't know what's going on with him. It's like they gave up, or they just keep being caught out like this. This is the one thing that they can afford. Again, case in point. Gets a stun off, Rocket chasing him with extra stun to secure the kill.
Yeah, and another kill for nothing. At this point, it's just mistakes. You no longer just make some mispositioning and wow, Troll.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's looked out already, but it's like they don't have a plan. It's like they just have to give up. At least they have 10 people to level 1. Alright, never mind. It's not really doing all that much.
Radiant's middle tower
Still chopping
is
away,
fortified.
and the tier 3 as well as main line starts back in 5 seconds. Might be able to take a fight. Here's Beast on Moon, but not doing too much. He'll find Jakiro. Burst strike not enough to prevent it. Now Pegasus is stunned up once again. And he dies. Does a 5x to work with? They did get the Aegis down as well as Jakiro. Now follow-up to Crush, but double burst strike. Still has the cheese now, and can't really pop it though with the Doom on top of him. He has to walk out, but double stomp there from Doom as Moon. He's blinking in. Not sure about this one though. Gives up a zone life, but forcing up plenty buybacks.
It's still super worth. And Troll survives. That's a big kill. Like Troll is the one you need to kill. Like if you
And
do
to
the
reach.
Tinker, of course, there's always a reach ring for Troll pickers, you know, and for Tinker pickers. And Storm always gets one. So. But yeah, like if you committed Doom on the Tinker, you need to kill Troll. If you committed on the Troll, you need to kill Tinker. Like that's just the point. The Doom is not a tool to actually. The Doom is not a killing tool. This game. It's like we're gonna put you on hold here. Please wait while we kill your team, and then we go back to you shortly. Just gotta utilize it to the max. Like Mirana actually did a great amount of damage in that fight. Killed the Jakiro off, landed the blind arrow on the Willow for some reason. Did manage to pop that Aegis. So the only real reason she ran into trouble there was either not enough damage or not enough protection against the Tinker. I think an MKB would really serve her well, so she can ignore the laser and just go full ham on the Tinker. BKB, leaping on Tinker, he's dead, straight up. You don't do anything. There's nothing beside the Troll that can pierce the BKB. And so far we have seen either the Dragon Knight or the Doom just immediately going on the Troll.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you should maybe want to invest into your blink tag on the Doom because it's getting a little bit ridiculous.
Radiant are scanning.
Troll has a TP. Don't show.
God, they're gonna find him.
Oh, he has him.
Oh,
What?
are they?
Bane?
What?
Bane? Hello? Hello, this is Troll. Pick up the phone, Bane. He didn't get the message.
No.
He saw him 100% there. He walked just by him and he was not in this.
Well, it was not to be. It's top lane. Yeah, that's the next one we pushed in. Still have yet to claim a set of racks. So that is that. But if they kill Mirana off once, then they will certainly be able to. As you said, that's a major source of damage right now. Dragon Knight also used the buyback, so if both of these heroes go down, they get caught out like they have been before. Like, it's looking very dire for the Radiant.
Huh, I get it.
Huh, I hoped you would. Alright, Arrow
You
gave them a
complain about
little bit of
mine.
vision here. They saw the Sand King. And they're all ready to defend themselves and as well as the tower.
Is it the time to defend the T2?
Not
It's a
sure.
risky move with all these trees around to Tinker.
Generally speaking, it's
Oh,
not
Fiend's
good.
Grip.
Would-
Use the Fiend's Grip and it
Flies
needs to stop.
across. Focusing on the tower, getting that down first. Now, Blink, Crush on 2. Sand King here, nice little ultimate into the Burrow Strike though, iced. Oh, the Macropire! The Ice Path, the Dark Willow just chasing both of them down with their own ultimate. And Mirana also dies to Troll. The Doom Troll, he doesn't even care. Doesn't matter what's happening to him. He's just still dishing out the damage.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Yeah,
attack.
he's hitting buildings with that.
Yeah, Miran has no buyback. They're well worth this. Oh, DK,
Burrow
no.
Strike. And he dies here, this is game.
Yeah, this is
Surviving this.
Dire's middle
100%
tower
game.
is under attack.
It's at least Mega Dreams. They get to Jakiro to the tower. That's a win.
Radiant's middle
What?
barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks.
Alright.
By the Dire, not a
Stab it.
single damage point taken by anyone but the tower. So Tower's MVP
Bottom tower
of the
is
fight.
under attack.
But yeah, this looks
Radiant's
fairly much
middle
like game
tower
1 to me.
has fallen. Radiant's
Hit
bottom
the cheese, just make
barracks are
sure
under
GG's
attack.
goal. Yeah, they realize it too.
Radiant's bottom.
They have some control between the heroes, but they don't have any damage. Very good performance. I mean, this Troll Warlord worked out really well. We get a good laning stage, never stopped growing. Tinker as well, the Tinker thing. So